Hey guys, I am currently giving myself another 20 minutes to finish my little decor here before I close out for the night. I am creating bullet journals for mental health and affirmations for the next year, in case you're wondering what the fuck is she doing. But I want to talk about something. I want to talk about the end of year, right? And that sort of rush and heaviness and fear and stress that we feel. And I'm not talking about having to go shopping and get all the stuff. I'm talking about that feeling of new year, new me, right? What am I going to do next year? What am I supposed to do next year? I'm going to bring the phone a little closer. Hold on. Okay, this way there's a better chance that you can hear me. So that feeling of okay, it's the end of the year. Some of us like to kind of do a review, like how was the year? What did I do this year? What did I accomplish? And if you're currently dealing with depression, I am sending you a big hug. First of all, if that is what you want, I want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, a lot of us are in that same struggle with you, and we have just gotten really good at pretending that we're okay. And that's another thing that I want to talk about is that people with depression are really great actors. We're really good at pretending that we're okay. And we don't do it because we're assholes. We do it because the people around us, the people that we love, have shown us two things. One, they absolutely cannot handle us being the people needing help, right? If you ask anybody in my family or friend circles, they'll tell you Estelle is the strong one. She's the one who walks through the door and makes everybody laugh and daps you up and makes everybody feel comfortable. I'm that kid. So it's very difficult for them to believe that I have depression. It's very difficult for them to believe that I'm struggling with depression when they know that I have stepped up to situations that somebody my age, my height, my size should not be in, and I have dominated those situations, right? So they don't know, they just can't believe that you have it. You, big dog, big dog, you. They don't get it, right? But also, the people around us have shown us the other option could be that the people around us have shown us that they are uncomfortable with seeing our pain outwardly, right? So, for example, when I started having depression, um, I have a sibling that is in how do you call this, mental health. He's been in psychiatry for over 5, 6, 7 years. So the signs were very clear to him, not to me, because I had never struggled with that level of I want to die, right? So when it happened, he chose to pretend that nothing was happening. He chose to pretend that, oh yeah, what? Everything's okay, everything's okay. Because he didn't want to address it, he didn't know how to. However, filling the blank. But he chose not to address it, right? So some of us, when you realize that your people, the people around you that are supposed to support you, my windows are open, you can see them. So the noise in the back, I hope it doesn't affect you guys too much. So when you get to a certain point, you realize, oh, when I show myself fully, vulnerably, and my full pain, people mistreat me, people use that against me, people belittle me, people ignore blatantly my pain, then you decide, I'm never going to do that again. I'm not going to show you my pain again because you don't care about it. So people with depression, we have become really great at pretending that we're okay because it's way easier to pretend that you're okay than to actually display what you're feeling every single day. So, if you are currently dealing with depression for whatever reason, be it the holidays, be it the that you lost somebody around this time, again, I am sending you a hug and love. I wanted to, and if you're starting to beat yourself up because you think you shoulda, woulda, coulda, I should have been this, I should have done this year. I thought I would, but I did. Only all of that. First of all, let's address a couple of things. Where do those expectations come from? Who gave you those expectations? Your parents, society, the people that raised you, or yourself? If these are expectations that you have of yourself and you let yourself down, different conversation, right? In that conversation, if you are feeling guilty, it's important to bring out the facts so that you can see them. So if you can write down the facts, I'm feeling guilty because I think that I should have done this and I should have done that, I should have done this, I should have done that. Write down the things that you did do. And then write down every single battle that you had to fight. Every single war that you had to fight on a daily basis just to make it to the end of 22. And then step back and give yourself grace. If these expectations are coming from parents of yours or people who have raised you, ask yourself how worthy these people are to have expectations of you in the first place. Now, just because you raised me don't mean you got to expect anything out of me. No, 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 no. Because a lot of us have shitty ass parents. A lot of us have trauma and depression because we had or we have shitty ass, toxic ass, emotionally abusive, some of us physically abusive parents. So why is it that the expectation of somebody who failed at the one job that they had for me, which is being my parent, why does the expectation matter to me? Start to free yourself like that. Those beliefs that you have that are holding you stuck, that are making you sad and keeping you with your head down, question them. Where do these expectations come from? This year, I expected to make $100,000 and save $75,000 and donate $20,000 and pay my taxes. Okay. Okay. That expectation, was it realistic? Did you make that up because you saw something online? Was this an expectation that came out of my parent, my family, my siblings, my society expects certain things of me, so I'm going to do this? If these are expectations that other people have of you, one, ask yourself if they are really what you expect of yourself. If it doesn't align with what you expect of yourself, release that shit. Number two, ask yourself, these people who have expectations of me, are they people worthy of having expectations of me? If not, release that shit. If these expectations come from yourself and you did not give yourself grace because you believe that having expectations meant that you will absolutely meet them, release that. Because there's a saying in French that says, L'homme propose, Dieu dispose. That means you make a plan and God decides what we're going to do and what we're not going to do. Okay? You could have had all the plans to make $1,000,000 today, this week, this month, this year, and the January 1st you got into a car crash, and for the rest of 2022 you have battled trying just to get back up on your feet. How the fuck were you supposed to make $1,000,000? Those beliefs, that those ideas that come up and beat you up over and over, release that. First, challenge them. Where does that come from? Who the fuck said I had to make $1,000,000? If your bills were paid and you have food on the table and your car note is paid and everything is paid for, these extra expectations are just extra. Release them. Though extra things cannot be responsible or holder of your happiness. So again, if these expectations do not come from you, one, release them. If they do come from you, acknowledge them and assess what you were able to do realistically and release the rest. I hope this message helped you. I just have a thing in my mind where I always want to stop my videos on the 10 minutes, and we're getting to 10 minutes, so I chose to wrap up. I hope that this message clicked with somebody, okay? If it gave you something, let me know in the comments. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. I hope that you are having a warm Christmas. Look at us with the windows open in California. Christmas Eve. Ain't that crazy? But anyways, I have 2 trees up and beautiful lights outside my house. So every time I get a little bit down and depressed, I just go outside. Just go look at the beauty that I created for myself. So I could do a beautiful video for you guys, a quick short video, and show you my decor if you guys are interested. Again, Merry Christmas. If you are struggling, please, one, know that you are not alone. Two, ask for help. Sending you love and light. Bye.